When you think of bodybuilding legends, names like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Ronnie Coleman might come to mind. But there's one name that shouldn't be forgotten: Mike Mentzer. Known for his impressive muscles, distinctive mustache, and unwavering intensity, Mike Mentzer left an indelible mark on the world of bodybuilding. While his training methods were controversial and hotly debated, there are valuable lessons we can still learn from this approach. A quick glance into bodybuilding history. Mike Mentzer rose to prominence as a bodybuilder in the 1970s. He was a devoted student of Arthur Jones, the creator of the high-intensity training method. However, Mentzer took this method to new extremes, advocating for very low volume, low repetition and heavy training with extended rest periods between workouts. In Mentzer's grueling workout sessions, he focused on a small number of exercises, typically performing 6 to 10 reps for upper body and 12 to 20 reps for lower body, pushing his muscles to failure and often beyond. Techniques like forced reps, super slow negatives, and rest pauses were common in his training routine. This approach became known as heavy-duty training, and it sparked heated debates within the bodybuilding community. While many critics argued that Mentzer's interpretation of HIT was too extreme, his ideas continued to intrigue and provoke thought. Here are some valuable lessons we can glean from his unconventional approach. 1. Use high-intensity muscular contractions to grow. Mentzer's training philosophy revolved around high-intensity muscular contractions. Unlike conventional measures that focus on the percentage of one's 1 rep max, Mentzer emphasized difficulty of an exercise and how close one was to complete muscular failure. Mentzer's toolkit included rest pauses, omnicontractions, infitonic training, and pre-fatigue methods, all aimed at pushing exercises to the point of utter muscular failure. He believed that reaching this level of intensity was the key to unlocking greater strength and size gains. Moreover, Mentzer was a strong advocate for incorporating tempos into training to focus on maximizing intramuscular tension rather than relying on momentum. While you might not adopt Mentzer's ultra-low frequency and low volume approach, you can still benefit from his wisdom. Strive for better quality in each rep, maximize intramuscular tension, and occasionally push your sets to the brink of muscular failure. Sometimes doing less, but doing it better, can lead to superior results. 2. Do minimum effective dose training and prioritize recovery. Mentzer firmly believed that many lifters fell into the trap of overtraining and under-recovering, which hindered muscle growth. In conjunction with his low training volume and infrequent workout schedule, he argued that any exercise taken beyond the minimum effective dose was wasteful and counterproductive. As an example of his principles in action, consider the infamous Consolidation Program. This program involved performing only 1 work set per exercise with a 2 workout split. This program involved performing only 1 work set per exercise with a 2 workout split, separated by at least 168 hours, a full week of rest. The workouts consisted of 2 pairs. Workout A included deadlifts and dips, while workout B featured squats and close grip pull-downs. Mentzer's message was clear: prioritize recovery and avoid overtraining. By doing so, you can ensure that your body is fully prepared for each intense workout, allowing you to make the most of every session. So in conclusion, while Mike Mentzer's heavy-duty training methods may not be for everyone, They offer valuable insights into the world of bodybuilding. His emphasis on high-intensity muscular contractions, controlled reps, and minimum effective dose training can benefit both novice and experienced lifters alike. So whether you choose to embrace his techniques fully or simply incorporate some of his wisdom into your training routine, remember that the lessons from Mike Mentzer continue to inspire and challenge the world of bodybuilding.
And you'll keep growing. All right, let's move to the workout. Workout A will consist of, number one, a set of squats, preferably on a Smith machine, 8 to 15 reps to failure. If you don't have a Smith machine, don't worry about it. Just do regular old-fashioned free weight squats. After that, take a brief rest. Get a drink of water. Let your breathing slow down. As soon as you clearly recognize you're ready to go, boom, you go to exercise number 2, close grip, palms up, pull downs for 6 to 10 reps to failure. Now, by close grip, I mean your grip should be about 8 inches apart, your hands. Palms up. This is palms up, not palms down, like a barbell curl grip. Close grip, palms up, pull downs, 6 to 10 reps to failure, or thereabouts. By the way, when I say 8 to 15 for the squats, or 6 to 10 for the pull downs, that's not a magic range or number. If you remember, the important thing is going to failure. If you get to 15 reps on the squat and you see you have 18, don't stop at 15. Remember, the stimulus responsible for triggering growth is that last hard, almost impossible rep. Be sure to initiate this movement, the pull downs, with extreme deliberation. There should be no sudden jerking, yanking, or thrusting to get the weight started and to keep it moving. Not super slow, but relatively slow. Not 10 seconds up and 10 seconds down. In fact, the keynote here is there's no magic number of seconds. The keynote is control. You want to lift the weight under full muscular control, pause momentarily in the contracted position or for 2 to 3 seconds, and lower under control. I have discovered recently through my own workouts that this usually translates into a 4-2-4 cadence. 4 seconds down, 2 seconds hold, and 4 seconds up. But if you're off by 0.4 seconds or 1.2, don't worry about it too much. And that is all for workout A, just 2 sets of 1 exercise each. 1 week later, you'll perform workout B, which will consist of, number 1, a set of regular, not stiff-legged or sumo, but regular old-fashioned power lifter deadlifts for 5 to 8 reps to failure. Now, if there is one exercise I'd like to see you fall in love with, audience, it's this one, as the deadlift is properly regarded by most as the greatest overall strength and mass builder. However, there is a risk factor seen with the deadlift you don't see with a lot of other exercises. Listen carefully, please, as I explain proper form. Or did you do that? I would suggest you, if you can, if you're strong enough, use an Olympic bar with a 45-pound plate on each side so you don't have to bend over so damn far. Start with the bar rolled back flush against your shins. Start with the bar rolled back against your shins. Now, this is a real important issue here. Remember, as a trainer, safety is my paramount concern. I'm not going to ask you to do dumbbell bench presses on a Swiss ball or heavy squats while jumping up and down on a trampoline like Poliquin would have you do. Grasp the bar with a slightly wider than shoulder width grip. Your hands should be interlocking. One hand is underhand, one hand is overhand. That way, if the bar slips either way, it slips into the other hand and it locks. Squat down in such a fashion that your hips or buttocks are at least slightly lower than your shoulders. And most important of all, keep your back flat and your head up. Keep your back flat and your head up at all times. Do not round your back or drop your head. Think of your arms. Visualize your arms as chains. They're straight up and down with hooks on the end of your hands. Deadlift the bar. Don't jerk the bar with your arms. Deadlift it evenly and smoothly off the ground. Stand straight up, pause momentarily, then rest. Then lower and reset psychologically. Take a deep breath and repeat. Again, 5 to 8 reps to failure. Yeah, you're pumped. It pumps the lower back. Yes, as long as you don't, if you experience any slightest tweaking or your doubt about the sensation, it might be pain, check it out. Get it checked out. No, all the way down. You're less likely to hurt yourself. And again, as a trainer, if you want to do it that way, that's up to you. You're not going to be able to sue me anyway. Just momentarily, long enough to take a deep breath and reset. After the deadlifts, take a brief 1 or 2 minute rest, then proceed to dips. Regular parallel bar dips, just like you did back in high school gym class. Do the dips, like the pull downs, under full strict muscular control for 6 to 10 reps. If you can do more than 10 reps, as I rather suspect most of you can do, add weight. I meant to emphasize the dip. Think of the dip as the upper body squat. You cannot beat it. It is the best pec exercise in the world, the best shoulder and tricep exercise. If you don't have access to one or you can't do dips, try incline presses. And that's all for workout B. Now, I have no doubt what some of you are thinking. That's it, Mentzer, that's all? You gotta be fucking crazy. Well, remember, the goal is not to see how many sets you can mindlessly endure, but to intelligently, knowingly, rationally, logically do only what nature requires to activate the growth mechanism and no more. Yes, there are hundreds of exercises you could do, but where do you draw the line? Very often, tell a new phone consultation client to do this workout, he'll say, but Mike, how about the leg curls for the hamstrings? No bent over dumbbell concentration curls like Arnold says for the lower outer 32nd of the bicep. How about seated calf raises for that special part of the calf? Or this for that, that for this, on and on ad infinitum. And I respond rather firmly, but sir, that's precisely what the hell you were doing before, and that's what led you to call for my phone services, whether you realize it or not. Your problem, I continue, is that you so burned yourself out with all those sets trying to build in the detail. Why don't you build a 20-inch arm first? You see the point? Yes, there's 1,000 exercises you could do, but where do you draw the line? Remember, you're going into the gym just to activate the growth mechanism with the least amount of exercise possible. A bodybuilding workout is not aerobic. A bodybuilding workout is not an endurance contest. Your only purpose is to activate the growth mechanism with the least amount of exercise possible. Those success stories I listed 20 minutes ago are not fakes. And again, if you doubt my veracity, check my website. We've got dozens of success stories on there with phone numbers. The one kid one of the greatest success stories, Bryce Dunn, last Sunday had 37 phone calls from people all over the world to check to see if I was lying about this. Yeah, I pay all these guys $10,000 to lie. I wish I was making enough money to afford that.